it's Gina. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are sewing Sewcialites 3 blocks again, and this block is so stinking cute. So we're going to use the square and the square paper this time. So I don't use the paper when we're doing the half square triangles, but I do like to use it for the square and the square because these can be a little bit tricky to get just right and cut down just right, and so it does cut down a little bit on the noggin if you use the paper. So if you have those, they are little tiny. And so I've already cut all of my fabrics out, and I'm going to show you from the overhead in just a second what fabrics I picked out, but it is so pretty. So let's get started. So we are making the number 6 block, and I just got my hair done today, and so I always hate it when I get home from the salon. Does anyone else do that? I don't know. I always want to wash it right away, but so I have mine in a messy wad on top of my head, and so let's get sewing. I'm in a great mood, and this is going to be tons of fun. Okay, so this is the block that we are making. So this is my block in Wild Honey, and I pressed all of those open. So I went ahead and cut the pieces, and I just have them kind of laid out the way that I think that I want them. And then I kind of fussy cut this piece for the center, even though the actual piece for the center is much smaller than that. So you're probably not even going to see any of this darker. And so I kind of did it on purpose just because we did talk a little bit about fabric placement and fabrics and just in general last week. And since these blocks are so tiny, it would almost be better off to use solids for these kinds of blocks, because it kind of takes away from some of the beautiful designs in the fabric because you have to cut them so small, and it's really hard to get one color to show when you have multiple colors in one piece of fabric. So don't think too hard about where you're going to place them because they're going to be super tiny. And I mean, these pieces are just a little bit, you know, they're about the same size as my fingernail, so they're not too much bigger. So let's just have fun. So I went ahead and cut a couple of the aqua colors, a couple of the oranges, a couple of the yellow, and then a pink and a brown, and then that one for the center. And then we have our A pieces cut, and then this is for the paper. Okay, so the instructions call to make the square and a square first. I'm going to sew these together first so I don't lose track of how I want them together. Okay, so I have my little pieces sewn together for the color placement. And then the way the pattern is written is that these 2 bottom pieces are going to be, we're going to sew an A on either side of those. So the bottom piece and the top piece, we're going to sew an A on either side of those. So let's do that. The pressing instructions call to press the middle piece open and then the 2 outer pieces going in. So the middle 2 are going to press open, and these 2 are pressing in towards the colored one. So those are pressed now. Now we can do the top part. And then we'll press those the same, open in the middle and in towards the color. So now these side pieces are going to be pressed open, and then we're going to attach those to our little square and a square. So let's go press those open real quick. So we have those 2 done. Now it's time to do our square and a square. So there's a couple of different ways you can do the square and a square. You can do glue, you can do pinning. Usually I don't pin or glue much more than the first piece. So I want to, oh, you know what? Let's get the glow board out. so don't be like me. I just used the 1 inch square in a square paper. That's not what we want. We want the 1.5 inch. So this little guy that we made, save it for when we make our pin cushions. You might want to use it. So we're going to take that one and move it out. So the 1.5 inch square calls for a 1 7/8 inch square in the center, which is, I'm going to switch it up and cut this one. So that's 1 7/8. Then we need a background that is 2 2/3. So let's cut 2 2/3. We'll remake our square in a square. That's okay, we needed some extra practice, didn't we? Okay, now we're ready. Good side of the fabric on the wrong side of the paper. And then we're gonna pin it again between the 4 and the 5, since we're gonna be cutting on the 2 and the 3 and sewing on the 2 and the 3. So we're gonna press it on the 2, press it on the 3. We're gonna trim each side. Get that piece of paper out of our way. Now we're ready to put our raw edges together and then sew. Finger press. Get our other one. I think I like this fabric in the middle better anyway. All right, so we're gonna finger press those. Take our cute little heart pin out and we're gonna press. Now we're gonna fold it on the 4 and the 5 so that we can trim it both directions that way. I know some of you were probably watching going, wait, you're doing it wrong. Now we're gonna line those up. Stitch on the line. Oh, I did the 5 one instead. It doesn't matter. So now I'm doing 4. Now we have our sweet little block. All right, let's press it. And now it is significantly bigger again, and we're gonna trim it on the solid line. Okay, I like to pull the papers off once I get it how I want it. I don't like to pull the paper off after I've sewn the blocks together. I have read on comments that other people like to do it the other way. If that's how you like to do it, that's how you should do it. Now look, that's so much better. Now we have a lot of red in the middle, but again, it's okay. All right, so let's sew these two first. Oh, let's see, we're gonna do that like that. So if you want to pin, you can go ahead and pin your point with your line, your seam line. I'm just gonna hold it. There we have those. Let's go press that. What we're gonna pin is gonna be these two, so we're gonna line those seams up and pin, and these two seams and pin. Now we're gonna sew. Same thing with these. Yay! It's so cute. Okay, we're gonna press it and trim it. So I'm just gonna press mine to the side. I'm gonna put my clapper down and then we're gonna trim it. Now we're gonna trim this one. I didn't trim them as we were going, I usually do, so there's a little bit to trim off this time. A little more than a hair. And now we have 2 sweet little blocks. Okay, so don't be like me and use the 1 inch, save that for later. You do use the 1.5. So there's our 2 blocks that we have finished. So now let's look at all of them that we've made. So we've made the 2 stars, and then the little twinsy block, and then our little house blocks, and then we did our little pinwheels. We're running out of counter space, we have so many. And then we did our hearts last week. Yay! So these are so fun. When that quarter shop asked me at first to do the 3-inch blocks, I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And one of my girlfriends was like, do it, it'll be fun, you'll like it. And I still was like, nah, I don't want to. But I did, and I actually really enjoy making these blocks. I do make more mistakes on camera when I am filming with when I'm trying to maneuver around the cameras and whatnot. When I'm just sewing myself, when I did all the wild honey, I do find that I can make my points a little bit better when I'm not on camera, and you know, some of those things. But for the most part, these have been so much fun. I really enjoy making these little blocks. So next week we get to make the flower block. And I love the flower block. It is very sweet. I love flowers. I used to own a flower shop. It was my very first job, and I love flowers. I have lots in the yard and plants and whatnot, so I am a big flower girl. So we get to make these little blocks together next week, so make sure you come back and join me and hit the subscribe and the like if you're enjoying this so long, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks again. Have a great day.